Hello, welcome back to my 17th Flosstube episode. If you've been a member of this channel for a while, you know that mostly on this channel I talk about my love of nail polish and everything that we can do with the nail polish and just having so much fun with it. But one of my other great passions in life is cross stitch. I've been cross stitching since I was a preteen. And I just recently found Flosstube in the early part of 2022. So I started recording my own flossy journey through this year as I rediscovered how much I love this hobby craft and also all of the amazing designers that I was never aware about, like the whole indie side of cross stitch. So that's what this video is. If you're not interested, then I'll see you back for the next one. But settle in. Grab a little activity, keep your hands busy while I chat with you about my cross stitch week. So actually I do videos every 2 weeks, so this is going to cover everything I did in the last 2 weeks. As you can tell, I've been sick in the last 2 weeks. Plus, it was Black Friday, so the first week since you last saw me, I was prepping, and then the next week I was filling all the orders. So I have been pretty busy in these last couple weeks, but I did manage to get some stitching done. I had some secret stitching, plus I worked on a few other whips. I had a new start. No finishes this week. I almost got my secret stitching finished, but I'll be sharing that with you after Christmas. So we're going to go ahead and begin with my whips, my works in progress, and I'll meet you back after that. Alright, so I'm going to start with my mania stitching. Here's everything that I got done on the July Wordplay by Brenda Gervais with our needle and thread. Here's what the pattern looks like. And I remember when I chose this is the first pattern that I bought from B. Gervais, and I picked this one because it looked like it had the most colorful floss. So I haven't actually gotten into any of the reds and oranges yet, but the floss for this is so pretty. So I'm stitching this on a piece of 32 count R&R antique cotton, and I think it's just like was a piece of spare that they had this size in Craft Center of Fine Stitchery. And so yeah, I actually had, let's see, I had all of this done I think before this, and I had a day at, and then I think I put in the beach, and then I added I think all of this. I'll put up on the screen what I got done, but I was actually surprised that I had as much done as I already had. So I got quite a bit done on here, and I'm really happy about it. I really enjoyed stitching this. It is definitely a bigger count, well, smaller number count than I prefer, but I liked it. It's enjoyable, and it's going to make a nice size pillow, and I really like the floss that she chose for this. So here's where I got to on that, and I'm excited for when this comes around again and I get to work on this some more. The next piece that I worked on is a pattern that I had planned to start while we're still in fall. Now, technically, winter doesn't start till December 21st, so I have a while yet that I could stitch fall, but it's feeling very winter here because it has been snowing. This is Autumn Towne by Autumn Lane Stitchery, which actually is a local brand to me. And for this piece, I hand dyed some fabric to match this color here because all of that light green is unstitched. And so this is just a piece of 40 count, and I just added the shades of green and some tan and gold that I wanted in there. And then I set to work, and I really like this. Back to stitching with just one piece of floss, which is my preference. And I really enjoyed this. The colors are so fun to work with. But this big amount of tree in here, this is all a Gloriana silk called Black Cherry. And so I did like a bunch while I'm working around not having that floss, and I just really want to put that floss in next. So I finally found a seller on eBay that had it, and I will link her shop down below because she was so responsive and so helpful. And so when I get that floss, I'm going to put that tree in and show you guys my work on this again. I'm not going to leave it sitting for a long time because I really want to add in that floss. Look how pretty it is. I just think it's really, really pretty. And then this one is another, there's 2 Gloriana flosses in this pattern. This tree and this really, really cool tree, which I have that floss, and it's right here. So, you know, I could put it in. I could add some more blue sky and then add in this tree and then start with that Gloriana. But it's just, it's like a small little guy, and I wanted to do all that lusciousness. So anyway, that's everything I got done on Autumn Towne. Really, really love this pattern. I saw a bunch of people stitching it this season, so I was excited to get that out. And on my nails, in case you're wondering, this is a new polish from Moonshine Manny. This is called Every Hallmark Movie Ever Made. And this is our 2022, I almost said 2023, Christmas Crelly. And it's just so fun. It brings in the joy so quickly of the season because you have all this green and red and white and hollow and all the fun stuff. So if you're wondering what that is Every Hallmark Movie Ever Made. And I'll link the website down below. I'm going to sneak my secret stitching in right here. I'm just going to show you a little tiny piece of it that'll maybe help you guess what I could perhaps be stitching. Actually, I've finished it. So this is a finish, but I'm going to show you later on in the month. And this project was really, really fun. This is a piece of 32 count, and I stitched it over 1. And it's tiny and adorable, and I'm excited about it. Oh, and it's sassy. Can't forget, it's sassy. So I'll show you guys later, but I did want to show you what I was working on for a portion of the time. I did put a new creature in on the Supernatural Sal. This time was the zombie. And this one was so fun, all this green and red, because mostly we just have a lot of neutrals in here and then a tiny bit of red, but then we had this yummy green, so it was really, really fun. This is just, it's just that perfect amount of Halloween to pull me through the year that is just really, really enjoyable. So, yeah, I don't know what the next creature is going to be. I might take a little break on this, though, because I've been working on it. You know, you guys have seen it in the past 5 videos, and I just really want to do a lot of holiday stitching right now. So this is stitched on a piece of, I think it's like 16 count Aida, hand dyed by me, and I'm using the called for DMCs. Here's my next project, and I really wish that I had gotten more done than I did, but this is all I got done, sadly. So it was a fair bit of stitching for the 20 minutes that I put into it that one evening. I'm excited to be doing all of the 12 Days of Christmas on one piece. So basically there is a Facebook group where you can go to see how they would fit together. And so this is a piece of 46 count, hand dyed by me. Again, it has some rosy tones and some tans. And I believe it started out as a piece of cream Zweigart. And basically, the instructions, if you want to stitch them all together, has it 1, 2, 3 wide and then 4 down that way. So I started here in the corner. I did not give myself very much room because I measured it like again and again, and even though this is a big old fat quarter, it's not really the size of a fat quarter. So I kind of had to scrunch it over, I think. So anyway, I'm going to give it a go and see how it works out for me. Back to stitching 1 floss over 2 on this 46 count and using the called for DMCs. So I plan to work on this again before the next video. Alright, so that's everything I worked on in the last 2 weeks. I really had planned to put my hands on a few more projects, but it just didn't work out with everything that we had going on as a family, so I'm excited for the things that I'm going to stitch on this week. So we're going to move into haul, and this is the first thing that I want to share with you. These are flosses that I bought from Needle in a Haystack. These are Averiswa 103s. And here is another portion of them, and I think there's one more set this size that I have coming, but they're waiting to be back in stock. And this is the Needle in a Haystack conversion for the Louisa Barney Refleta Soie sampler, and I'll put a picture of that up here, but I'm really excited about these colors. Now these are conversions, so it's not going to look exactly like the picture, but they just look so pretty. And I've seen Brenda and Laura talking about their 103s and really wanted to give them a try. So that's a lot of floss. I feel like I should be good to go for a while. So I'm going to go through my haul now, and some of this stuff is going to be physical patterns and some of it will be digital downloads. So first let's look at the physical patterns. I think this first set, I can't really remember what came from where actually, but I will list, I think it's like 4 or 5 shops in the description below. So a Merry Christmas sampler from La Di Da. Sorry for the glare. I told you guys last video that I'm now obsessed with Jenny Bean. So this is from Shakespeare's Peddler, and this one is Jenny Bean and Friends. I'm sure you know Cottage Garden has a new series for the year. This is going to be snowmen all year long, and I'm not maybe as interested in snowmen as all of the different animals that they did last year. But I really like the colors of the first one, so I decided to just at least get the first one and we'll see. So this is the Needleworker. This one's a new to me designer. This is Bluebird Garden from artfulofferings.com. And I really love that bird. Isn't that cool? Here is Blackbird Designs, number 4 in the Christmas Sampler Series, Christmas Rose. Some really great traditional reds and greens in here. This pattern I purchased because of Lori Holt. This is Blue Ribbon Designs, a little Quakeresque. And she has a video that she put up recently that is so good. I've watched it like 2 or 3 times now because I like to watch YouTube and listen to podcasts while I work, and so I'm not always paying very close attention to the screen. So I've had to watch it again to go back and look at the stuff that I missed. The whole video is amazing, so I will link it if you haven't checked out her YouTube yet. Lori Holt. Basically everything she stitches just looks so vibrant and beautiful, so it makes you want to stitch everything. This one from Heartstring Samplery I know I got from eBay, and it says, "May your dreams come true from," I don't know what that says, something until we meet again. From now until we meet again. It's covered up by a plant. So, isn't that cute? So springy. Another pattern that I got from that same eBay seller. This is the Friendship Tree by Shakespeare's Peddler. Oh, it's so pretty. If you can't tell, I'm really into Shakespeare's Peddler Kitten Stitcher right now. These next things are items that I got from the Kitten Stitcher Black Friday sale, which was awesome. So this is a Chessie and Me pattern, and it's Martha Jefferson 1842 sampler. I probably saw this on like Carol's channel or something, Saltbox Stitcher. I also purchased this heartstring samplery at the Kitten Stitcher. And it's called Really Friends, Catherine Moreland's sampler. There is nothing I would not do for those who are really my friends. And there's like a castle in there. So cute. Another product from Shakespeare's Peddler. This is called Two by Julia. So both of these patterns are by Julia Reed. We're still going from Kitten Stitcher. This is Sheepish Antiques, and it's called Selena Dunwoody 1810. I feel like she had like a 30 to 50% off sale on her website or something. I bought this Blackbird book, which I don't want to show any patterns, so I'm gonna just mostly show you what's on the cover and on the back. I love this one. This is from the Scarlet Letter. This is a Scottish sampler, Margaret Lawrence. Look at this alphabet. It's so interesting. We're still looking at stuff I got from Kitten Stitcher. This is from, of course, Long Dog Samplers, and this is called Life After Death. This pattern has so much. Every single Long Dog pattern has so much going on, but this one, it's all these different tails in this pattern. It's so rad. I want to stitch all the Long Dog immediately. I got two things from the Drawn Thread. This is the Marriage of Minds, and this is a marriage sampler or anniversary sampler, and it also features poetry from William Shakespeare, which reminds me of Sense and Sensibility, which I love. So it's so pretty, and it's big. It's a nice big band sampler. Here's the other one I got from Drawn Thread at the Kitten Stitcher sale, Give Thanks. And all the little flowers are so beautiful. In all things, give thanks. The final physical pattern I'm going to share with you today is Elizabeth Mary Gandy, again from Shakespeare's Peddler. And so this is a reproduction sampler. Here's the original, and here's what Teresa designed. This starts my digital downloads that I have. This is Memories of the Past from Hands Across the Sea. I got this as a PDF from Kitten Stitcher during the Black Friday sale. I saw this on Blitz Stitch YouTube. It's so gorgeous. Next is A Savior's Praise. I think I got this before Black Friday. I saw this on somebody's YouTube and I was like, oh, I have to have that immediately. So yeah, I just went and snagged that. Flosstube is so great for helping me buy all the things. This is the Modern Folk Embroidery 2023 Stitch Along, and I saw this posted and just thought it just looks so beautiful. I had to get it, and so it's a pre-sale, so I don't have the Stitch Along yet, but you guys know I have the one from last year, and that one was really exciting for me. I got a few things from Hello by Liz Matthews during Black Friday. She was having a sale. So I picked up the Second Day of Christmas sampler and tree. And then I also picked up one more pattern from her awesome sale. This is Quaker Gardens. And there's two different cross-stitch patterns there, which is super fun. So I grabbed that while on sale. Had a lot of fun with Black Friday cross-stitch orders. And then finally I got one pattern from Kathy Barrick's Etsy Black Friday sale, and this is Blue Spruce, and it's just like so cute. So, as for my plans, did I kit anything up this week? I mean, I guess I kind of did with the flosses that I got for the Louisa Barney pattern. And then I think I'm just going to stitch that on regular Platinum Zweigart. And so I'm definitely going to start that this week. I'm really excited to start that. I want to stitch on the, my plan to do the Liz Matthews first day, second day of Christmas all together as the one piece. I want to stitch some more on that. I might be putting the Supernatural Sal to the side for a little bit. I really love the look of all of the font and all of the motifs in that design, but I'm just really in the Christmas mood right now, so I don't know if I want to spend a couple days on that, whereas I could be spending it on some Christmas stitching. I never started the Stony Creek Christmas Nativity, so I definitely need to start that this week. And I need to decide if I'm stitching my mom the Christmas ornament that I had planned to send her. So I would need to hurry up and do that. I think I could probably get that ornament done in like one day, but I haven't really experimented with finishing anything, like fully finishing anything. So I need to watch some videos on finishing ornaments and things and figure out if I'm going to have time and then get it in the mail to her. So we'll see. I know I've just been really busy the last 2 weeks, so these things that I had planned to have done a couple weeks ago just kind of got pushed. So, yes, I'm sure you'll see a few other works besides the things that I talked about that I'll be like, oh yeah, I really want to start that. I'm sure you'll see that in a couple weeks. So next, that goes along with plans, is we need to pick my random project that I will stitch on for not for 2 weeks, but at some point in the next 2 weeks, from my 2022 Mania, which is getting some holes in there now, so I do have space to put some of my current whips into those spaces. I probably won't put new starts in my Mania for 2023, but I'll pick current projects that just got a little start on them and put them into Mania. So anyway, let's go ahead and pick that project together right now. All right, here's my list of Mania pieces that I still have from May 2022. And in each Flosstube, I've been picking a new project to work on randomly using a random generator. And as you saw on this last month, I got the very last one, July Wordplay. So it's time to let the fates decide what I will be stitching this week. Number 12, Lavender Farm. I love that one. It's from Corey de Paticori. I know I'm saying that wrong. And I also have the Sunflower Farm, which is unstarted, but this will be so delightful. It's a whole pattern of purples. It's a celebration of purples, so that's going to be awesome. All right, so that's everything I have for you in this video. I hope that you enjoyed and maybe it inspired you to grab out your favorite hobby and carve out a little time for yourself. It's so great for anxiety and just for centering, and it's really important because all of our Christmas month is about to be so busy and hectic. So carve a little time for yourself, do some self-care. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you back very soon for nail polish related content, but for Flosstube, I'll see you in a couple weeks, and I hope you have a great stitchy journey till then, and I really appreciate you being here. I'll see you back soon. Bye.